Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sentinel Sports Extra Cavs pregame report. Cavs will take on the Atlanta Hawks tonight here from Rocket Arena in downtown Cleveland. The Cavaliers enter the game 3-3 in the Eastern Conference and in the seventh position in the East and fourth place in the Eastern Conference Central Division. This pregame show is brought to you by CT Roofing and Power Washing, the official power washer and roofer of the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're facing the Atlanta Hawks, who are also 3-3, and they're 3-1 on the road, though. So they are 0-2 at home. The Cavs are coming off the 112-111 loss on Friday night to the Toronto Raptors. Of course, they were shorthanded. They were without Allen, Mitchell, Garland, Strus, and Merrill. So that left them severely shorthanded. So the fact they were in that game at all is a pretty good indication of the strength of this team, that they're very deep. But last season the Cavs struggled with the Hawks. They were 1-2 against them. They were 1-1 here in Cleveland, and 0-1 in Atlanta. The Hawks were the Cavs' second loss of the year, and then their third loss of the year. They played back-to-back games. They weren't on back-to-back nights. They played in Atlanta, then they played here, and the Cavs lost both games. And then the Cavs won the final game. They lost the first game. Actually, they played here, and then they played in Atlanta. Cavs lost the first game 135-124 in Atlanta. And I remember covering that game, and that game, it was apparent early that the Cavs were not going to win that. And then they traveled to Atlanta, and they lost 117-101 before winning the final contest between the two in Cleveland, 137-115. All-time, the Hawks lead the all-time series, 114-132. But the Cavs are 44-10 all-time against the Hawks in the playoffs. So that's the matchup tonight. The Cavs will have off after this game, and then they will play in Philadelphia on Wednesday. They'll take on the 76ers, who are off to a good start. So, but that's, we don't have word yet whether Donovan Mitchell or Jared Allen will play. I would have to think that, it's I don't know. It's very hard to say or not. I'll check out the NBA injury report real quick now. It's been updated. I've always updated at 4 o'clock. So we'll give this is a 3:30 report. We don't have a 4:30 report, although the 3:30 report. So 3:30, there was no report at 4. It was at 3:30. So let's see what we got here. So Jared Allen was still listed as questionable. Donovan Mitchell is still listed as questionable, as is Sam Merrill. Garland and Strus are still out. So, and of course for Atlanta, Trae Young is out also. So that's pretty much it from before the matchup. We'll see you after the game. Hoping to talk about a Cavs win and not see them go under 500. But it is only 6 games in. I saw a lot of people spewing a lot of stupid stuff on social media, panicking and acting like this team's not going to be good because they're 3-3. You know, they've got some injuries right now. Garland hasn't played a game yet. Neither has Max Strus. This team's going to be just fine. If you're worried about it, you should be worried about them winning games in April, the end of April, not the beginning of November. So, but we'll talk to you after the game here from Rockin' Arena. And I guess go Cavs and have a good night, everybody.